Physical wellness and well being directly impacts our day to day life. It impacts our energy levels, our mood, and our ability to have the energy we need in order to do the things we need to do on a daily basis to reach our goals and succeed in life. In today's episode, I'm going to be exploring how you can incorporate physical wellness into your everyday life. Hello and welcome back to another episode on my channel. My name is Celeste and I am your host and certified life coach. So I'm not 100% sure what is going on in the neighborhood today, but there is a lot of noise. There's what I can only describe sounds like a cement mixer truck that has been making this constant sort of construction humming noise for going on about 3 hours now. I was hoping to wait it out before I started recording, but I'm burning daylight and it looks like we might have a storm coming, so lighting will be an issue the longer I leave this. I am also hearing a lot of music and shouting, so I'm really not 100% sure whether there's a new construction site on the go or what is happening, but I've turned down my microphone volume and done a few tests, and that seems to block out a large amount of the background noise. And I will also be putting my post-production editing skills to a new test today, trying to edit out as much noise as possible. But if there is a constant hum and a lot of background noise, I sincerely apologize, and I hope it won't be too distracting during today's episode. Before I start exploring today's topic of physical wellness, this is just a reminder that September is Blood Cancer Awareness Month, a cause incredibly close to my own heart. And at the end of this video, I will be sharing information on how you can get involved in the fight against blood cancer. As I've already established, physical wellness is a critical part of all of our lives. But I would like to emphasize that physical wellness can look different for everyone. Factors such as age, health status, lifestyle choices, physical ability can all have an impact on what physical wellness would look like in your life. So what exactly is physical wellness? It's about looking after yourself and your body so that you can perform at your best and live a fulfilling life. And this encompasses a whole range of factors and activities. I think what would spring to mind first for most people would be exercise, and yes, that is part of it. Movement, exercise, sleep, nutrition, and hydration even are all components that play a part in maintaining and looking after your physical wellness. While exercise may be a big part of physical wellness for some individuals, that's certainly not the case for everyone. And physical wellness is a much more holistic process than simply exercising. Physical wellness requires you to take care of not only your muscles, but your bones, your heart, and even your mental state. To achieve this, we need to learn to listen to what our body needs from us. Sometimes, yes, this will be movement. Other times, our body will be asking us that it needs rest or other forms of self-care. So the first component of physical wellness that I'd like to talk about is movement and exercise, because I think it is what jumps to mind for people first, and I think it's also one of the most misunderstood concepts of physical wellness. Moving your body on a regular basis is important for building strength, flexibility, and endurance. Cardiovascular exercise is really important in this regard. This would be walking, jogging, running, swimming, hiking, dancing, anything that's getting your heart rate up and your body moving. While cardiovascular exercise is good for endurance and strength, it becomes important for us to incorporate resistance training of some sort into our physical wellness as we get older. Resistance training helps strengthen our bones and our muscles, which is really important as we age. Now, for some individuals, movement and exercise may look different. For individuals with physical disabilities, mobility challenges, chronic illness, chronic pain, adaptive exercises are an incredible way to incorporate movement into your daily lives. There are seated and modified strength exercises, adaptive sports, and even mindful movement practices such as yoga that can be modified to suit your body's needs. As a regular gym goer myself, I have over the years seen many people using adaptive exercises while they train and work out. While I've seen many people doing modified exercises, I've also seen the reactions and engagement from people around them when people are doing modified exercises. And I'd like to just take a short moment here to address this issue. When you are fully able-bodied, do not have any form of disability, mobility issues, chronic illness, or chronic pain, it is incredibly easy to forget that there are people in the world that do have those struggles. When you're not having to make adaptations in your day-to-day life around a challenge you never asked for, um, it's really important to be empathetic towards those who do have to make those adjustments in their life. If and when you do see someone who is modifying an exercise in some way, shape, or form, unless you know that person's full medical history, please rather mind your own business. To all of you amazing individuals who are modifying exercises in order to suit your body's needs, you keep doing exactly what you are doing. And I am incredibly proud whenever I see someone who is going out of their way to adapt and find a way to look after themselves despite the challenges they are facing in their lives. The next step in managing our physical wellness is managing our nutrition. We need to be getting in fresh fruits and vegetables, grains, and protein to nourish and fuel our bodies. What we're eating and putting into our bodies impacts our ability to perform our day-to-day tasks. Once again, this is going to look very different for all of us in terms of what our budgets are for groceries. And we all need to make sure that we are making the best decisions we can with the resources and finances we have available to us. Even if this means simply choosing fresh produce over processed goods as often as possible, every little decision like this can make an impact on your health and well-being. Physical wellness also includes rest and recovery. Your body needs time to rest and repair itself, especially after physical activity. Good sleeping habits and giving your body time to rest and recover is just as important as movement and exercise when taking care of your physical well-being. Prioritizing rest and recovery will help safeguard us against burnout and injury. And then the final component of physical wellness, and one of the simplest things you can actually do to look after your physical wellness, is staying hydrated. Your body's hydration levels impact you on so many levels, from your cognitive function to your digestion and your overall energy levels. Dehydration can not only impact your daily functioning negatively, but it can be dangerous. Something as simple as keeping a water bottle with you and making sure that you're taking sips of water regularly can make a huge impact on your physical wellness. So, having looked at the components of physical wellness, what I really want to emphasize here is that physical wellness is a customizable experience. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. You don't need to be in the gym 5 days a week or running a marathon in order to have physical wellness. For individuals with busy schedules, getting your movement and exercise into your daily routine can be challenging, and it could simply look like having bursts of activity throughout your day. Whether this is taking a 5 or 10 minute walk during your lunch break, doing stretches in front of your computer, or doing a quick at-home workout. When it comes to movement and exercise, consistency is more important than perfection. Having some form of exercise and movement in your day is far better than having none at all. If you're someone who experiences physical limitations, focus on what feels good for your body, whether that be adaptive exercises, physical therapy exercises, or perhaps just breathing exercises that help you stay in tune and focused with your body. There really is no wrong way to take care of your physical wellness. Physical wellness also doesn't require you to push your body beyond its limits. Remember that rest and recovery are just as important, and for some people, the rest and recovery periods may need to be more frequent than the movement and exercise periods. But this is why we need to be in tune and listen to what our body needs in order to be physically well. There are plenty of barriers that we can all potentially face when trying to take care of our physical wellness. Time is probably one of the biggest barriers. Between work, family responsibilities, it can sometimes feel pretty impossible to make time for ourselves and our wellness in our daily routines. We can also face mental barriers, especially if physical wellness has been a challenge for us in the past. This is where mindset becomes important. We need to reframe physical wellness as something that is positive for us and not simply something we need to conquer or tick off a to-do list. Start with small goals and celebrate the wins along the way until you're able to reach a point where this is routine and not a chore that you're doing in your day-to-day life. If you do need to reframe your mindset, start with small steps towards your physical wellness. And trial and error is going to be part of the process while you find what works for you. And part of this mindset is acknowledging that physical wellness isn't about doing what someone else is doing. It's doing what feels good for you and is helping your body. So, regardless of where you are in your wellness journey, how can you start prioritizing your physical wellness today? Start by assessing where you are now. Maybe physical wellness has been a part of your routine for a while, or maybe this is something completely new that you're going to have to incorporate. Either way, start small. You can start incorporating movement into your day in small ways, whether this is by taking short walks or even simply stretching. You can also start by assessing your current hydration and nutrition habits. Take an honest, critical look at what you're putting into your body. Are you getting in enough fresh produce and protein? And are you drinking enough water? Focus on what is accessible and manageable for you. As we've explored today, physical wellness is a customizable process and is not one size fits all. In conclusion, physical wellness is a key part to living a healthy and balanced life. But remember that this will look different from person to person. Whether you are able bodied, living with a disability or a chronic illness, or simply trying to find time for yourself and your well being in your schedule, physical wellness is possible for you. There are ways to approach and adjust physical wellness in order to honor your unique needs. September is Blood Cancer Awareness Month, and I'd like to just take a moment to let you know how you can get involved and support this cause and potentially even save a life. Did you know that every 27 seconds, someone in the world is diagnosed with blood cancer or a blood disorder? DKMS is an international non-profit organization that is committed to the fight against blood cancer. By visiting their website, you can register to become a stem cell donor. I know from last year that many people are concerned about the procedure involved in stem cell donation. If you're anything like me and terrified of medical procedures, I'm pleased to tell you that stem cell donation in this manner is a non-invasive procedure. Registering to become a stem cell donor is as simple as registering on the DKMS website. You will then receive a package with a swab, which you use to swab the inside of your mouth and send this back to the organization. If you are found to be a match, you will then go through a medical check, and if all is in order, you are then cleared for donation. The donation process is as simple as a needle in one arm to draw the blood. Your blood is then passed through a machine which draws out peripheral stem cells from your blood. Your blood is then put back into your body through the other arm. It's really as simple as that. The procedure takes about 4 to 5 hours and, as I said, is non-invasive. Individuals between the age of 17 and 55 qualify to register as a stem cell donor. If you're not able to register as a donor, I highly encourage you to visit their website and look for other ways that you can get involved and help raise awareness. If you're interested in registering or finding out more information, all the links for DKMS will be in the description down below. If you'd like to find out more about my specific type of chronic blood cancer, I will put links in the description down below for PV Reporter and the MPN Research Foundation. While I may not need a stem cell transplant at this point in my disease, it may be necessary for me in the future, and I know me and people like me would be eternally grateful to you if you took the time to register as a potential stem cell donor. Until next week's episode, remember, start where you are, focus on small, consistent changes, and most importantly, listen to your body. I'll see you all next week.